Hello and welcome to a beginner's tutorial for using Google Drive. So this is me in the normal Google home screen, and I have logged in. You will need to be logged in to be able to do this. So I'm going to click on the waffle menu here and look for Drive. This takes me to my new empty Google Drive. So the next thing is to be able to add a new document. So I'm going to go new, and down here are the different things we can add. These are the most common one: a document, a spreadsheet, and a presentation. There are more forms, which are great for quizzes, some other fancy things, including websites. You can add a lot more things to this menu. There are loads of other apps that have been set up so they'll talk nicely to Google, so you can add them just by clicking on that. But for now we'll stick to the basics. So I'm going to make a new Google document, and for now I'm just going to leave it sitting there being a blank document. We will come back to it soon. Now the next thing we can do, as well as just making a new document, we can upload a file that we've already made. So I'm going to go file upload and search for it, but actually, because I'm lazy, I have an easier way of doing this but you can see how you could just click on that. But I'm just going to drag something across from my desktop and drop it in there, and it uploads it for me. So it's really easy to upload your existing documents into Google Drive, and easy to make a new one. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you is how to make a folder. So this is going to be my folder, and I'm going to call it my folder because I'm really original like that. So far it's showing me that I have 2 documents in there. I actually don't fully believe that, because I know I just made one. I'm just going to start writing on it. Hello, here is my document. And I'm hoping that soon Google Drive will register that it's there. Oh, good. Oh, but it hasn't woken up. Oh, I haven't named it yet. Oh, okay. Naming your document. Really useful. If you click up here, it will automatically put the top line of text in, because that's most commonly the title of your document. You don't have to call it that. You can call it whatever you want. Here's my thingamawhatsit. Okay, and now that has, well, it will rename itself in there. Very handy. So these are my files. If I wanted to shift these around, I can move them, and the easiest way is probably to open up my filing system, which actually only has one folder in it, and drag things into whatever folder you want to put it in. And so now it has just shifted it into that folder. Okay, the next thing, the view of the Google Drive. What it puts across the top here are your most recently used documents, but what's down here is all of your documents. So here in my own file, so I've just clicked into a folder, and these are all documents. There are lots of them. Now at the moment they're showing as tiles, but I quite like to view them as a list. So you click on that little button, and now they're a list, which I find much more manageable. Same as when you're looking at your File Explorer on your computer, you can switch between a list and tiles, and most people have their own preference. Okay, so back to our example files. So we've looked at the different views, we've looked at how to name the document, we've looked at how to add text to our new document. Let's just, oh, I already had it open, silly me. You can have it open multiple times, which is quite cool. I'm just going to change its name to something more sensible because it's annoying me. Okay, so to skim through these menus comes next. So we have undo, redo, printing it, a little bit of painting, file format painter, which I'll show you in a minute, a zoom button. You can choose different styles of text, you can choose different fonts. So let's get a wee bit of text into there. Okay, you can of course do the usual changing of fonts. You can also do the usual changing of sizes. You can also do the usual changing of bold, italic, underline, and text color, and you can highlight things using this one here. Okay, you can add a link. Say I wanted this word to be a link to go to a website. I'd click on that, and I'm going to type in here the website I want it to go to. So in this case, I'm going to send it to google.com. probably need the www, and apply, and see how it's used the universal indicator of blue and underlined to show the user that it's a link. So now if my user clicks on it, it'll take them to this website. Okay, moving on. Oh, commenting, I'll show you that. So say this was my student work and I wanted to give them feedback on this word here. I'm going to click on add comment and I'm going to say excellent use of the word hello, for example, and I go comment. Now when my student looks at their document, they'll see this shading and that will indicate to them that there's a comment there. So if they click on it, this comment will pop up. They can reply to the comment or they can resolve it, which will make it disappear. It's like their way of saying, yep, seen it, go away. So now that we've had a bit of a play, we can go back here to the Format Painter. So if you click in the middle of the word, you can click on the Format Painter and then you can paint that format to other places in the document. There are a few more things here, bullet points, numbers, etc. My goodness, I've got my little to-do list out of order. I haven't added an image yet. So we can add an image in a few different ways. We can go Insert, Image, and then we can find it on our computer, or we can just go to any old picture on our disk. Sorry, just playing there, and drag it across and drop it into our document. You can resize it, you can crop it. Sorry, people who I just chopped out. And it's kind of a lot like Microsoft Word in that way. Okay, next useful thing is how to share a document. If you're in your document, you can click up here on share, or if you're in your folder, you select your file and you go over here to share. You click on the button and you can type in here who you want to share it with. So I'm going to share it with myself. And I'll just show you what this button does. So you can decide what permissions the person you're sharing it with can have on your document. If this one is ticked, they can edit your document and have full control, except they can't manage sharing. Only you can do that because you're what's called the owner. Otherwise, you can make it that they can't make changes, but that they can comment on your document, or that they can just see it but not do anything else. And then when you're happy with that, you click on send. It will send them an email, and you can add a note in here, unless you unclick that little box, in which case it won't send them an email. You just go like that to share. I'm not actually going to share this one yet. I just want to show you advanced. So another way of sharing, if you want not to share it with individual people like what we just did, but you want to share it with the whole world, you can then just change the privacy settings. So in here I can make it that anyone on the web can find it and view it, or that anyone with the link can see it, or that specific people can see it. So I would go save. Oh, and you can change what they can do with it again. So there up there is the link to it. So if I wanted to now, I'd copy that link and email it to whoever I wanted, and they could see my document. Now, I feel like that is enough for one video. That's a heck of a lot of info all at once. Enjoy having a play with that.